So this video is an additional hack for the Acrolite snare sound that I previously shared a video for. I'll put the link below in case you haven't seen it. But in this video we're going to do a rimshot sound. So we're going to take the rimshot from this to this. So as usual, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe, like, and share. So the basis of this video came when I was watching a friend of mine's band. He was playing this beautiful Ludwig kit with a brass heirloom snare drum. And the band was playing this building crescendo, and he was playing on the floor tom and snare drum, you know, eighth notes building up. And when he got to the height of it, he cracked on his snare drum with a couple of really loud rim shots. And I thought, man, that's something I can't do on my electronic kit, on my TD-17. I wish I could do that sound. So I came home and started experimenting, and this is what I came up with. So to start out, we're going to go into the sounds. We're going to go into the sub sound of the snare drum. Actually, the snare drum rim is what we're going to be looking at. As usual, make sure the H&R box is not checked. And these are the settings that I set for the rim. They're very similar to the snare sound, which was the Acrolite hack that I showed in my previous video. Just a few slight differences. As usual, you'll want to tweak them to your particular taste. But these are the settings that I came up with. They seem to work pretty well. And now I'll play it with the sub off and then the sub on so you can hear the difference. So that's just the first step. The real key to this sound is the EQ. So you're going to want to go into the pad EQ. And here are the settings. First I'll show you the settings for the snare drum. They're very similar. So that's the settings for the snare drum. Then the rim settings are this. And now I'll show you what it sounds like with the EQ off and then the EQ on. So one other step that I did was I did adjust the volume of the rim to be a little bit louder than the snare drum sound itself. So you might want to kick yours up even a little bit higher. It depends on how ear splitting you want your rim shot to be. So one other thing to think about is where you strike the pad at. If you strike it a little bit closer towards the sensor, you'll get a little bit more of a consistent loud rim shot. I encourage you to experiment with this technique on some of your other snare drum sounds as well. I was able to get a pretty killer rim shot sound on my bell brass snare drum hack that I also shared a video for previously. And it works pretty good. Obviously not as great as the real thing, but hey, we're getting closer, right?